Hello and welcome to this introductory video. My name is Steve Beckett and I'm the founder of Logic Document. I'm the founder of the I Understand Foundation. I'm the founder of the Think Tank Project, and I'm one of the founder members of the Podcast Kings. Now, I've been asked to do this introductory video by some of you, and it's a pleasure to speak about myself, the brands, where we are, where we started, and where we are today. So let's take you back 10 years ago when I started the business. I quit a very successful job to decide to have my own journey in the business world. I started the business. It was called Daily Dispatch Limited, and the idea was I wanted to store physical medical records for the UK government. Now, it was an idea that my mum, my dad, my friends, my family all said to me, Steve, this will never, ever work. Do not give up a good career. You know, you've worked hard to get where you are. Stay where you are. I had 3 young children. However, I didn't listen to people. I took that risk. So 3 years down the line, we were storing for the health boards in Wales, and the business was growing. Fast forward to 2017, the business is still growing, and I take another risk. I want to change direction in the business. Now, the data laws in the UK and mainland Europe were about to change dramatically, okay? It was the introduction of the GDPR, which is the General Data Protection Regulation. And luckily for me, within my 2 or 3 previous roles, I had been a high-level data protection officer for some of my previous employers. So it was a natural progression to bring this to the forefront for businesses, local governments, and other bodies that we could try and help. So we introduced the Logic Document brand. That was in 2017. And again, as I say, I was told, Steve, it'll never work. So where we are today, okay, we have the Logic Document brand. We now are the largest indoor storage facility for medical records in Wales. We store over 32 million patient records. That is a very, very vast amount. But not also that, through the Logic Document brand, we design technology-neutral design principles, and we create practical privacy features and frameworks for companies. Essentially, using tech, we do privacy by design, and we help organizations implement all their privacy structures. Now, we started off with one client back in 2017. We're now based in the UK, we're based in Canada, we're based in the US, we're based in Saudi Arabia, and we are based in South Korea. So again, from an idea that people said, Steve, you cannot do it, we are doing it. And we're about to launch into Australia in June 2021. So part of my story here today, I want to be proud. I want to give you an overview of where my business is at. So as I said, I'm the founder of the I Understand Foundation, and that's a foundation close to my heart where we help educate from the most vulnerable and everyone in society to understand their basic data protection rights, which in fact is one of our human rights. When we sell I Understand Foundation products, we give back 40% of the profit to a good cause. So an example could be your school in your area could be provided with tech equipment, education. We could be providing school meals. We could be providing aftercare. We could be providing anything that your community needs. Now, I've come from a background in the UK where the industry left, and children, young adults who are, in my mind, vulnerable people, didn't have the resources and didn't have the financial commodity to better themselves and to learn new skills because there was nobody there to provide them with that education. That's what the I Understand Foundation is designed to do. It's there to make sure that the data that we've got, which is our own personal identifiable information, can benefit our local communities. Now, we're trying to launch this in as many countries as we can around the world. Now, the next part of my business is what we call the Think Tank Project. And that's a wonderful, amazing idea where we go out into these communities that have been benefiting from the I Understand campaign, and we enroll people and individuals who want to make a difference in their own lives and in the data protection world as well. So we will work with them to make sure they can design tech applications, online applications, the technical neutral design codes that are there designed when we are building these apps, the laws that have to be implemented when apps come online, because we share and we sell apps all around the world. So again, we work with individuals, and I'm looking for individuals to come into the think tank project. We give you a 2-year window where all the resources are free. We will work with you, and once that project is ready and it's ready for the market, I bring it into Logic Document, and then we sell that project through Logic Document. But what we do is we give a percentage back to those developers, so people really can change their lives. They can change the outlook of other people's lives, and you can make a difference in humanity. And that's the core mission within the Think Tank project. Now, the other business I've got is the Logic Document brand, and we go in and we help and we work with lawyers, we work with privacy professionals all around the world, and we work with consumers and employees to understand your data protection rights. And then the other part of the business is the Podcast Kings, and that's something that was a hobby. Again, we decided, let's take this opportunity. I'm now a CEO of my own company, of 4 successful companies, which is launched in multiple countries. I can now have that influence to go into CEOs, business owners, to understand what their desire is. How do they start their day? What was their journey to being successful? Are they on that journey? Have they failed? How many times have they failed? And these are interesting conversations that I'd love to share with you guys at Go Hacks, because it's such an inspirational story when you learn the journey, not just my journey, but the journey of many successful business owners all around the world. And it's 3 things that I put it back to. It doesn't matter about your education. It doesn't matter how much money you've come from it within your family. You know, it's determination, it's desire, but above all else, it's that passion. You have to have that passion about your products, about your brand, and about that vision that you're trying to achieve around the world. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm super excited to see you all, and hopefully I'll see you in person very, very soon. Thanks for listening.